All right, how's it going, guys? We're over here with Brandon at the WFA booth, and it's really, really interesting. Like, really nice to meet you, by the way. But can you tell us what you got going on today, and what you got going on?
Today we're just out here, at the at the LA Fit Expo. I'm basically here kind of doing like retail. I'm here with my sponsors, Wholesale Fit Apparel. They're a great company, nonprofit organization. They help a lot of people. They've even helped me with my story, and it's kind of the things that I've been through. So I love to come out here. I love to be with everybody. I love to talk to people about fitness and, just exchange stories and motivation, all those types of things.
That's awesome, man. Can you tell us maybe how you got into fitness and, how that story maybe impacted your life and everything?
Of course. So I got into fitness because when I was 22, I had started being hospitalized a lot. I was hospitalized a lot as a kid. I had 3 strokes. I have sickle cell anemia, so I had to start getting blood transfusions every 3 weeks. I had surgeries with, a portacalf placed inside of my chest, taken out, stuff with my liver, overloads of iron. And it really was because, the doctors were telling me I couldn't do it. I couldn't necessarily work out. I couldn't do what I wanted to do, was join the Marines, or play sports. So this was something that, no one could necessarily take away from me. It was something that I could do that no one could manipulate, because no one can tell you can't go to the gym, or buy a gym membership, So it was something that I started around 22 years old. And ever since then, I'm 28 now, I've been on it, so around 6 years. I did a couple of competitions, 2 competitions. So I'm going to nationals in July, try to get my pro card, hopefully. But just enjoying the time that I've spent here with people, and it's been a really humbling experience. It's great because this company gave me more of a chance where nobody would, seeing the circumstances that I have.
Well, being a rebel, right? And that's what you are, right? Like going against the grain. We were talking to the gentleman that owns WFA a little while ago, and I just think it's awesome because, I think everyone here has a pretty crazy story, I mean, you yourself included, but it's kind of like, if you really want to do it, you'll go ahead and do it. Yeah. And I think that's a beautiful thing, man. I mean, what you're doing is really inspiring. I mean, just hearing it's pretty crazy, man. And can you give any advice to people out there that maybe are on the same, on the same wavelength, or maybe that maybe need a little kick in the ass, so to speak, or maybe want to hear what you got to say?
What I would say is, if you have a dream, don't let anybody stop you. If you have a goal, achieve your goal. I always say that you can go and you can work a job that you don't like every day for the rest of your life, and you can lose that job. So why not pursue something that you love, that you care about, that you're going to be passionate about, and if you wind up failing at that, that's okay. You're going to fall, you're going to fail sometimes, but at least you're doing it as something that you care about and you love. So go out and apply yourself when it comes to this. Whether it be fitness, whether it be, being a police officer, whether it be being, a cameraman, a crew, do what you love, do what you care about. They told me when I first started doing this that it wouldn't work. I wanted to do this as an outlet because my actual goal is one day to own my own comic book store. Yeah, all anime stuff. But I'm just saying, if you want to do something, do it. Don't let anyone stop you. Don't make excuses. Just get up and try it. If it's 5 minutes, if it's 10 minutes, however long it is, get out there and do it.
That's awesome, man. Thank you so much, man. Well, I just got to ask one more thing too, man. As another comic fan, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah.
What do you think about the age we live in now, where they're making movies that I never would have imagined they would have 10 years ago, right?
Yeah.
What's your whole thought on everything going on now?
Well, first of all, I want to say this, is that I'm a complete DC fan. I care for Marvel, but I'm more of a DC fan. So I did enjoy Justice League. I didn't think Thor was a 96 on Rotten Tomatoes. Totally unjust score. That being said, when I was a kid, I never could imagine some of the movies that they're making now. I remember when The Punisher, in the 90s, he was just driving through this ratty sewer. And you can tell the rats and everything in there was fake. And now you have the Netflix series that's like 10 times, 20 times better than that. Like, it's evolved so much. I love the evolution that has went down with like Batman. Batman's my favorite superhero, period. I'm a Batman fan. I do think Batman can beat anybody. I don't care what anyone says, even though I know he doesn't have any powers. Yeah, he's the world's greatest detective. And I'm not gonna use prep time, but prep time. Prep time. But I love the movies that are coming out now. I can't wait for the Black Panther, Infinity Wars. I can't wait to see what happens. I wish they would go a little bit more by the book with the movies, because they kind of go off sometime, like in the newest Star Wars. Yeah, I'm not going to comment on that. The Star Wars that I grew up watching just took me to another place. They took me to a place where I never thought I could be. The ones now are different. The superhero movies have taken a major bump up. The Star Wars movies, they've went down.
It's for a different generation, I'm guessing, right?
I'm guessing. To me, it's more for people who really you don't have to watch the original ones to be able to watch these Star Wars. So maybe that's the genre of people it's for. Other people that don't know much about it. You know, so they can come out, they can watch it, and they can still enjoy it. So I'm hoping Disney does something great with the X-Men. You know, since they just purchased X-Men, hopefully something good comes from that. I can't imagine Wolverine being a Disney character. But if it works, it works.
You know, I think especially in the age we live in now,
Yeah.
just expect the unexpected, right? We've seen like things that, again, never thought. Like the fact that like my mom knows who Thanos is blows my mind, you know?
Yeah.
That's where we're at.
Yeah, I mean, my mom doesn't still watch. She thinks that it was kind of awkward that I did it, reading all the comic books, watching all the movies. Like I said, I still have my comics that I had when I was 5 years old. Never undid. All my Star Wars toys, still in their packets, you know, still in the boxes. I keep everything. So I have my whole little collection. Actually, when I got married a couple years ago, I used to have, when my wife first came to my room, all of my stuff was just on my shelves. And she wound up putting all my stuff into closets and storage. So for you out there that want to get married, make sure, if you are, that she accepts what you like first.
That's the advice, folks.
But no, I love what they're doing with the movies now. I love the Guardians of the Galaxy. I love the characters. I actually like the new Guardians of the Galaxy a lot. I thought it was slightly better than the original to me. Well, you know, basically the prequel to that one. It's crazy how many people are going out to see movies about superheroes now. It's like something that just blew up out of nowhere. Because people are going to see movies about superheroes when they have no idea who they are, have no history on them. You know, I have so many people ask me, is this character Marvel or are they DC? Is Spawn DC or is he Marvel? I'm like, he's neither. You know, what? He's not neither? No, he's neither. You know, so that's another thing.
You know, you're going to have to explain that when that movie comes out soon, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, I hope Michael J. White's in it again. I thought the original was good. I thought the original was really good. That's still one of my top 10 favorite superhero movies today. And then, like I said, all the DC movies, the animated movies. I watch all the animated movies, and then I guess all the Marvel stuff can come after that. So sorry for all you Marvel fans out there. I'm not buying it.
It's okay.
I don't go to movies to feel like I'm 12. I go to movies to feel like, you know what, this is the stuff I watched when I was younger. That's for the newer generation. Yeah. But more or less, I'm in, you know, it's anime, Dragon Ball, One Piece, Gintama, anything you can think of, My Hero Academia. I'm reading it all, you know. I've been that way. And if you haven't seen Hunter x Hunter, go watch that series. This is the best series that I've ever watched.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to go to your store whenever you do open it, man. Like, I'm really excited. But I'll tell you what, man, thank you so much for taking the time to talk. And I swear, you guys can't see them, but the guys behind the camera right now, I swear these guys are long lost brothers, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Thanks
Well,
a lot.
All three of our names are Brandon. So, you know, the triple Bs are what we're calling ourselves now. So it basically clicked up, but yeah. I mean,
Can you let us know where maybe people can find you, and maybe they want to ask you questions or like maybe follow you?
well, my Instagram is Brandon Lee Fit. BrandonLeeFit. And it's the same for my Facebook and my YouTube and my Twitter. So if you have any questions to ask, you know, when it comes to any of this, you know, working out with sickle cell, working out period, and having a blood disease or any of that, you know, even if you want to just chat up about comics, hit me up.